from the No Invite Podcast. Blaze. No Invite Podcast.
Bang, boom, pow, it's your peoples. We back, No Invite Podcast. I'm Blaze. And, you know, we moving and grooving, you know, like we always do. I got a special guest host. What's happening?
Yeah, man, it's your boy, man, KRsmacka, ski team representative, you dig?
Representative. What's happening with you, bro?
Man, it's been a cold season, man. We lost a couple soldiers, man.
Yeah.
RIP the guys, man. Free the guys, man. It's been real cold, man. But on a good note, man, you know, taking care of these kids, man. I just had another baby boy.
Yeah.
Corey King, man. Shout out to the young one. You feel me?
Man, bless, bro. Bless.
Yes,
God bless the dead, man, and bless the living, you know what I mean? The new life, bro. That's a blessing in itself. A lot of times we forget, you know, because we're adults and shit, but we forget, like, that childhood that we had once and all that shit.
Yeah,
That's like a blessing, bro.
Super blessing, man. It opened your eyes and opened up different parts of your brain when you never thought you had. Like, you know what I mean? Because a good saying that OG once told me, but I never understood it. He was like, the love that your parents have for you, you'll never feel the same like as if you love them. Like, it's backwards. When you have your kids, it's a different love. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? I never understood that until now, and it's been replaying in my head all the time.
Yeah, man. And it's true because, you know, when you're living it, once you're immersed in it, because when you're a kid, all you want to do is be an adult.
Hell yeah.
That's all you look forward to. Yeah. You don't want nobody telling you nothing. You'll be able to do what you want to do. And then we get older, and it's like, damn, I wish I was a kid again. You feel me?
Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore.
I still slap that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's what's up, bro. I'm glad that you on. We got a whole, like, we on a 16-week streak long. This is gonna be 16 weeks that we've been doing the No Invite Podcast, bro.
That's
and
dope.
I've been trying to get more guest hosts, but what I really been trying to do is I've been trying to get at least like 4 people on the mic where we do a panel, like a group discussion.
Yeah,
where we all chopping it up and talking that shit. Because to me, I feel like the whole thing with this podcasting thing is like, it's like you give people opportunity to be like in the circle of, if we were hanging out right now, let's say we took the mics out and we in here recording, but we doing music, we be talking the same shit, talking about music, talking about this, talking about that, life and all that. And the person that listens to podcasts the most, they're the one. That's what they want. They want that vibe. They want to feel like they in the circle, even if they're not in the circle.
Hell
you know
yeah, hell yeah. That should be interesting because all I listen to is podcasts, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't even been listening to no music, to keep it real. I ain't even listening to my shit, no nothing. I just been listening to what's going on with other people's thoughts and shit because that should be interesting to me because everybody really think differently.
It is, bro. It's good to get perspective. Like I was telling, I used to say this shit all the time. Past that, but I used to say shit all the time. It's like, people are tired of the news and tired of other formal shit where they can't really keep it real with you. So it's like people look to podcasts and shit to hear somebody say some real shit, and then you got to worry about being told what to do. Like, you know, it's a free form type shit. So to me, it's just I do this shit because of that. It gives me the freedom to create, to be myself, you know, and talk that shit. And for people that don't know me, you kind of get a glimpse of who I am, my personality and whatnot. And I get to put people that I fuck with, you know, I get to put them on, be like, hey, give them a platform. You know what you want to talk about.
It's crazy because the number one thing for me, because I came up under Mr. Key, man. If y'all know Mr. Key, he used to be with Black and Brown. You know what I'm saying? The first Latino artist on the Thiz Nation. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But long story short, I've been around a lot of the Bay Area legends fucking with him. Mm-hmm. And I used to love their music, but just to keep that shit real, a lot of these motherfuckers who I met, I was like, damn.
Assholes, huh?
Yeah, like, bro, you boozy as fuck, bro. I was like, damn, boy, I looked up to niggas like you.
I mean,
but it is what it is.
I think, you know what, though? That's just ego, bro, because it's like, I've met people that I grew up listening to that I was like, yo, your music raised me, you feel me?
Yeah.
And then when I find out what kind of person they really are, it was just like, bro, you're nothing like I thought you would be. And I mean, let's keep it real. Music is interpreted so different that everybody's going to think something different of that person. Like, oh, he's this, he's that, or whatever, whether it's good or bad. But it's like you said, I met some of them in person. I'm like, I was like, I'm good.
Shout out to them Raw Papers. Hey.
Man, one thing.
You put me on too, bro. Them Vibe Papers.
Vibe Papers good, the rice
Bruh,
ones?
they go crazy. They burn slow. Mm-hmm. They a little bit longer too.
Yeah.
I was like, them things go crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, cause I like Raws, but Raws have a unique taste. They have like their own taste.
Yeah.
And then I tasted the Vibe Papers, and it kind of reminded me more of the rice ones reminded me more of like a zigzag flavor.
Yeah.
But it wasn't so strong like a zigzag, where it's like papery. You know
That'd be all
what I mean?
that fucking bleach. The motherfuckers be using
to
that
making them
shit.
that color and shit.
Yeah.
So I had to switch it up.
They say anything white ain't right, baby. But the rice papers go though. It's like a bay, like a creamy, like
like it's off white. It's not really
off white, man.
You can tell they didn't really do too much to it. So man, you already know, like you said, there's been a lot of fucking crazy shit going on lately.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Shout out to all the people out there right now. Just dealing with a lot, because I feel like we don't talk about it a lot, as especially if we're coming from where we from, bro.
Yeah,
but it's like motherfuckers been through a lot of traumatic shit, and we don't talk about that a lot. We don't got to talk about like exactly detail. I don't mean like that. I just mean like how it affects you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because people, like, we've been through a lot, bro. Like, I think about how I grew up and how my kids growing up right now.
It's way different.
Two different fucking stories, bro. It's like, I'm happy that he didn't have to deal with a lot of the shit that I had to deal with. But then it's also like, it's also like, fuck, like, how is this other shit happening? Like the other, cause I'm still learning, bro. I'm still learning how to be a parent and all this shit. So it's like, I gotta work through all that old bullshit that I've been through. You know what I mean? All the trauma, all the crazy shit.
Yeah. And all these new kids now, the new generation, they are so advanced, bro, because you can find out anything you want at the snap of a finger.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want, bro. Like, he's like, that's why if anybody say they don't have the answer to anything, bro, you a goddamn lie, bro.
You a lie, yeah.
You a lie.
Because you could go get it. You could go get the answers to basically anything you want right now. And it's all at your fingertips. And that's the hard part. It's like, I think even though my son like hasn't had a life like mine as far as all the shit that I had to overcome, I feel like he is, like you said, more advanced than me, because at that age there wasn't a lot to when I was his age, there wasn't a lot going on. The internet wasn't a big thing. Social media was non-existent. It was just a different vibe. So I'm just out here trying to adjust, trying to do my shit. Still dealing with all the good stuff, but keeping it positive, bro. I feel like the main thing that we got to do is always remember that. You gotta keep yourself sane, bro. It's all within your inner self, bro. Yeah, it's all your energy, bro. And we all go through it. Like, I was talking to my homeboy, I was like, bro, we all go through it at different times. We all have our moments. We be depressed, we be angered, we be, whatever, and like I said, that's because we've all dealt through a lot of shit that people ain't supposed to be really dealing with. Yeah. And it comes out in different ways, you feel me? Yeah. It pops out in different ways. Sometimes it's anger, sometimes it's fucking frustration, anxiety, fucking, you name it, like depression, like, I mean, it goes on and on, bro. Yeah. So even what they said, anxiety, and I think it was 2015 to 2017, it all started with an edible and a dab, bro. And I would start feeling crazy, bro. And I never felt like this before, and I never understood what it was. But I noticed that it kept happening and happening. And I wasn't myself, but I was keeping it lit, having a smile on, but it was tearing me up. Yeah. And it would be happening all the time. I started doing research about it. It was all through your health, all your self-management. And I guess there was anxiety attacks. I went to take these little tests and shit, and they said I had all that kind of symptoms and shit. I'm like, I ain't taking no medicine though, but I kept it lit. I don't think you need to. Yeah, hell yeah. But I think after 2017, because I went on a tour in the Philippines, and I seen a different life, and I don't know, I came back. Gave you some perspective. I changed my diet, the way I started doing a lot of things, and I had not one of them feelings ever again. It's 2020 and I'm feeling great. Yeah, bro. It was a cold 2 years for me, but I'm like, man, I had to shake that. That's all in your head, man. That shit be all in your head. A lot of it is all in your head. And in the mind, it says the most powerful thing. So once your mind starts tripping, you can have health symptoms and start feeling like I'm gonna pass out, or I can't breathe because of shit like that. Because your mind is that fucking strong. You know what I mean? So it's like, your mental health, man. You gotta take care of yourself. Gotta make sure you do things. Make sure you living with a purpose. Because I feel like when I'm not living in my purpose and the shit that I feel like I'm supposed to be doing, that's when I get depressed. Or that's when I get down. I'll be like, man, fuck, I'm not on my shit. I need to turn my shit up. Yeah. Like, and the moral of that part is, fuck them edibles. Blood, that motherfucker. I'm like, man, weed done turned his back on me. Man, I'm telling you, bro. Turned his back on me. I'm telling you right now, bro. I don't really do them no more because of that feeling. Like I could smoke weed, you know what I'm saying, all day. But if you talking about an edible, bro, I'm straight off that, like, because
that shit fucked with me after that. Even I didn't even have to eat edibles no more.
Bro, it's too intense. It's too intense, man. And now I feel like after eating edibles, instead of it giving you like high tolerance, I feel like it made me a lightweight when it comes to trees and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'll get high real easy. Don't get me wrong, I can hang, we can keep smoking, but I'll get lit real easy now after eating them motherfuckers. So,
bruh, I eat them motherfuckers piece by piece. Man. But you know.
So how you feel about the Kobe thing, man?
Kobe, man, man, that shit was crazy, bro, because I fucked with Kobe, bro, because, you know, in my generation, I'm 89. That was the Jordan and shit, and you know what I mean? And, you know, it was California, too. Yeah. And why the Filipinos, why we fuck with Kobe, because he came to the Philippines a lot. He did a lot of our cultural things. He went out there to go fuck with. He was there all the time. No way. So, cool thing about it, since we just brought up Kobe, Netflix is doing some kind of documentary about Kobe, and some of the scenes, they're shooting it in the Philippines right now as we speak, because it's Sunday out there right now. And they doing a tribute with all the big artists out there, and they just shot it to me. I did my little part last night.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, it's tight, man. Shout out to MikeSwift, man. You feel me? Out there in the Philippines, putting it in. Yeah, because they had a big mural for Kobe, and there was they were supposed to surprise him with it.
Oh, so damn.
He never got to see it. It's the whole court, because LeBron James, they all go out there in a certain court in the Philippines, but they was doing the Kobe tribute, but he never got to see it.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, it's a shocker, bro. It's a shocker, and it's crazy. And you know, it's a shocker for a lot of different reasons, a lot of different ways and shit. But yeah, you're right, bro. That's why people, like, the people that don't get it, that don't watch sports or not even, because he affected.
Yeah, they thought it was just about sports and shit, bro. He really touched a lot of people, and
it's what you do.
It's what you do.
It ain't just what you do on the court. That shit's cool, but like, you could tell when somebody's really, really loved, because he goes out and he fucks with the people. You know, he goes out and touches, you know, other people's lives and all walks and shit. So that's the difference. That's the big difference maker that I would say from him than like anybody else. Like, for instance, let's say like Aaron Hernandez. You know what I'm saying? Like,
blood. That documentary was cold,
crazy.
Bro.
That doc was crazy.
I didn't know it was gonna turn like that. I'm like, wait, well, we watching the same shit? Like, what the fuck?
Nah, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, that documentary was crazy, but you know, like, that's the difference. I feel like he really fucked with the people. He got a lot of love out in the streets in different places. You can't deny that. You know, just like when people you know that you know of, or you speak highly of, you be like, yeah, he a cool motherfucker because you dealt with him before and you know what kind of person he is.
Hell yeah.
Or you understand what kind of person he is.
And what they say, my people's skills way better than yours, nigga.
For real. And that's all it is, bro. It's people skills and giving back. But that movie, I seen that the Aaron Hernandez thing. That shit was crazy.
That shit was crazy.
That shit was crazy. And they were and like, I was tripping out because somebody else said it on. Somebody posted it up. They're like, damn, they need to do a documentary on the Gators, the Miami Gator team that he was on, because there was hella motherfuckers on there. Like, there was a whole list of different athletes on there that had all kinds of shit going on.
The Gators.
Yeah, man, that shit was crazy too. They said that that's the reason why he killed himself, because they busted him out. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy as fuck.
That's a main ass documentary though. If y'all ain't watched it, man, y'all gotta watch this on Netflix. It's a good shit, man. Yeah. It's the same old thing though. We moving and grooving, bro. Like, I've been like trying to stay on top of this podcast and shit.
Yeah.
And it was good that I got a moment to come actually fuck, because I was gonna come fuck with you no matter what. We already got some shit going on with the music. But yeah, it was good to come out here and actually get you know, to sit down and have a talk, because we've been meaning to do this too.
We've been
meaning to do this. We've been meaning to talk about a lot of different shit, and that's basically what we're here for. You know, it's the No Invite. We moving.
Shout out to No Invite, damn it.
God damn it.
Doing a fucking thing.
Man, shout out to No Invite, man. I don't know. You know, it's been like, it's really been a weird fucking year already.
It's been weird as fuck. Yeah, 2019 ended cold too, bro.
Yeah, 2019. It's like, it's been a weird year so far, but you could see 2019 was heading into that. Like, you could see where it was going into that weird space. The whole fucking thing, like the president, and that alone is weird. And Kobe, and you know, a bunch of all this other little stuff that's going on, stuff around the way, people that we know personally. It's just,
I knew it was going crazy too, because my birthday's on December 6th. My son was born the day before mine. I told the day, bro. Everybody wanted him to be born on my birthday, but before it was a few days before, I said a little prayer. I was like, man, I want him to have his own day.
Birthday,
I want to have his own day.
Yeah.
And the doctors kept saying he's gonna come on the 6th, he's gonna come on the 6th. And this other doctor came in and was like, he's coming today.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's work. Look, he just gave me the goosebumps how that thing worked, man. Corey King, man, my other son, Kiari Isaiah. You know, we just trying to raise young kings, man. Because the generation, you don't want these boys to grow up and be like Tekashi 6ix9ine. Come on, bro. That shit.
You just don't want them to be out there doing. I mean, you want your kids to. I think you always want your kids to live a righteous life and have a good life. You know.
It's all about breaking these generational curses, bro.
And you just hit it right on the head, bro. I was just gonna say that because all the stuff that we've been through, bro. Like we want to give our kids the best of what we know. You know, not the good shit, the shit that we learn from our family and we learn from real people, solid people. You know, people that really care about you. And I think the hardest thing for me to do is to try to teach him that, but to teach him not only that, but to know the difference, you know, because a lot of motherfuckers be pretending with this shit, and a motherfucker that pretends that he's somebody he's not is not gonna look out for you. They don't even care about themselves. They're not gonna look out for you. And I try to show my son that, bro. And like you said, break these generational gaps.
Bro.
Put them like 10, 20 years ahead of schedule where we're at right now. Give them all the game, like, you know, and just have them follow their dreams. Because at the end of the day, that's all you want. You want your kid to be happy, man. Happy and healthy, bro. Happy and healthy. That's all you really want from him. After that, you know, it's whatever. It's in God's hands, you know. A lot of people out here, you know what I mean? Just a lot of crazy shit, man. It's just like people losing their kids too. So I say prayers, man, for my kid and all the kids, man, and all my folks' kids, because I know it's crazy out there, and you know, just it's tough, man. Like we try to protect our kids, but we don't want to protect them too much to where they don't know what time it is. They're gullible.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
For real. Still gotta bring the savage out of them. You gotta
learn. You gotta teach them how to face everything that's gonna be in this world. You know what I mean? You gotta teach them how to deal with the good and the bad. You know,
shit ain't never sweet, man.
Nah, it ain't. The world's a cold motherfucking place. We live in this. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think we live in like the softest country in the world, almost one of the softest as far as like just the shit, the standard of living, like shit that's like every day somewhere else. It's crazy to us out here. I can't believe it. You know what I mean? But
it's crazy how you said that too. Because when I was out there in the Philippines and
it's really real out there.
Yeah, and I was seeing motherfuckers out here be tripping off trying to get high and shit. Who gonna smoke the next blunt? Niggas out there tripping off what they gonna eat, bro.
Yeah,
niggas ain't got nothing to eat, bro.
Got nothing to eat, bro. It's a daily struggle just to eat. And that's what I'm saying. People getting sick and they ain't got the fucking medication to take care of themselves, or just violence, bro. Like the crazy amount of violence that's in other places compared to us. Like I said, that's why you gotta guard your children and let them know, like, you know, it ain't sweet. You know, just because we in America, that don't mean shit. You got a crazy ass motherfucking president that's, you know, trying to be about that war shit. You know, like, you know, it's real out here in this world. You know.
Hell yeah, for surely is, bro. It's crazy as fuck.
As always, we moving and grooving. So look, we're gonna take a little break, like we always do on the No Invite podcast. We're gonna hit y'all off with the sponsors. I'm gonna do this little quick sponsorship, fuck with my peoples, and we'll be right back. Bang, it's your peoples, and you know, as always, man, if you look, you will find, and if you find, you probably gonna get it. And what I mean by that is motherfucking Saints Kicks. Saints Kicks, man. If you like tennis shoes and you like to stay up on all the latest Jordans, Yeezys, and all them other kind of fly kicks that be out there, you know what I'm saying, the hype beasts, then you got to tap in with Saints Kicks, man. You can find them at 650 Port Chicago Highway, Bay Point, California, but we call it the West. It's called West Pittsburgh. If you really want to know what you're talking about when you walk in there, if you say West Pittsburgh, they're going to know you know what time it is. And, you know, we out there. You can look at any and all. That's the store. You can walk in that motherfucker and check them out. If you want to just look at his inventory, you don't know if you want to drive all that way, or maybe you live in another country, man. He ships. He does it. All his inventory is on this Instagram page. You could go to Saints_Kicks. Go on there. You can find all that. Make sure that you check them out. Make sure you support. Let them know Blaze sent you. You feel me? And let them know that the No Invite sent you. Banging, we back. It's the motherfucking No Invite podcast. It's your people's blazing. I got KRsmacka in the building. What's happening, bro?
What's poppin', man? We
Ski
out here.
team in the building. We chilling, bro. Like I said, the No Invite podcast, man. I'm glad I got you on this motherfucker. You feel me? Because it gets us time to chop it up.
Appreciate you too, bro.
We do man, no problem, bro. We do this shit all the time, like no matter what. Like we do this shit when we're fucking. We just over here recording. We'll chop it about some real shit, but it's good to get it on video, on tape. Because, like we said, man, the podcast motherfuckers want a real motherfucker's perspective. You feel me? And it's like a breath of fresh air to hear some new shit. So I had a question for you because we're having a debate, and we're asking everybody's like, what in your opinion, what's the definition of an '80s baby and a '90s baby? Like, what defines that? Like, and I know, like for instance, people say if you were born in the '80s, you didn't even live your life in the '80s. You're really a '90s baby, and that's kind of true.
I hear that shit all the time.
And that's kind of true too because you small. You were born in the '80s. You were a baby in the '80s. That's what I look at it. You're a baby in the '80s, but you really were raised in the '90s, in the 2000s. You feel me?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So. The 90s and 2000s, so it's like, you know, because it depends on where you land on the calendar, but I feel like it's like, that's what I think, at least. Well, what do you think's like definition of an 80s and 90s baby?
80s babies, a lot of them was most definitely crack babies.
Yeah, for real.
You dig what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, the 90s babies, them motherfuckers, it was other kind of drugs, so they was them kind of babies, so, I mean, but I know the 80s is when that shit kicked off, and then everything just did a dramatic switch and shit, and in the 90s, you know, it had a lot of that gang banging, and the music even changed. So it kind of evolved. You know what I'm saying? I was born in '89. You know what I mean?
So you caught the 90s and the early 2000s.
Yeah,
like
hell yeah. I seen that whole shit change too. That shit was crazy. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
That's it. The 90s though.
Like, what's a 90s baby, like, in your opinion? So you could say like somebody born in like the mid 80s. Like I'd say in the mid 80s to the all through the 90s is a 90s baby, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. The 90s babies, I say it was a lot of, I know it was gangbanging in the 80s too, bro, but that shit was mainly in the 90s, how it was more urban gangbanging.
Yeah, it got ramped up.
Yeah, and it started getting put on wax, it started getting tied in with music. And,
it was more fights back in the day.
Yeah,
now,
more fights, most definitely.
And then when it got to this, like, even when we were growing up, it was still a lot of fighting, but like you could see that it really changed from when it was, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So, that's definitely true. Like, yeah, the 90s and the 80s is a big.
But they got a lot of similarities. But I tell you, from the 80s and the 90s, baby, to the millennials now, these motherfuckers is dope fiends. We can compare that kind of shit because these motherfuckers is dope fiends.
That's what I was
These
kind of
motherfuckers
getting at.
telling themselves, bro. These motherfuckers is, bro.
Really on the gram for the weird shit.
Yeah,
like,
for the weird
like,
shit.
let me just snitch on myself to look cool, and then, you know what I mean? And then everybody forgets about me when I go to prison, or I have to tell on a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, no, I was talking about that. I was like, when we were growing up, it was like, you were like marked for, like, you were like the worst motherfucker if you were a dope fiend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers would not fuck with you. Be like, man, get your ass out of here. Get your life together. Get off that shit. You feel me? Like, like, it wasn't cool. And like this generation, it's like it's nothing, but they downplay it like it's not a big deal, but it is. You know what I'm saying?
And I remember back in the 80s and 90s and shit like that, you had to be a certain kind of motherfucker to be dealing with the rap, or even because, you know,
your reputation. Yeah,
your reputation. It was real because motherfuckers would really check your ass and shit. Now, that's why it's so easy for these younger kids to rap, bro. They just go out there and pick an image they want. You know what I mean? And
make an image. They could go to any studio. That's another
tattoos
thing.
on your face,
and you good.
Yeah, you good.
And think about it. Look, like, since technology took over back in the day, to get to a studio, not that many people had one.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? It's either a big studio, people that had big equipment, or there was some people that were like in the. I would say like in 2002, 2003 is when we really started getting the home studios on for us. Like, that's when we were really doing home studios. You know, and that's a while ago. Like, that's when they were starting to become real common. So the difference was back then from now, it's like you really had to work for it. It wasn't like I'm gonna just sit at home, record, and shoot a little video on my phone, and you know what I mean. So it just right now, and like you said, people, you had to be who you were, what you were about. Yeah, you had to be a real motherfucker. If you weren't a real one, people would like destroy you. Destroy you, bro. Like, you couldn't pull up to no functions. You wouldn't have a platform because there was no Instagram. So it's
you had to be out there.
You had to be out there. You had to pull up to shows. You had to go rock fucking whatever you could get your hands on. Go. everything, really be on the scene, pull up to the networking functions, all that. And once you got branded a sucker or something, or you fake, you not from where you from, or you sound like somebody else, you copy somebody's style, it was over for
That's how I be telling these youngsters. They be like, why you still be pressing up CDs, man? Because you got to treat yourself like you out there selling dope. You got to go out there and present yourself. You got to go out there and present your product.
That's 80% of it, bro.
Like,
you're the product. You are the product. You got to be out there.
You go tell anybody, bro, go download my shit, go this and that, man. That's boosty. If they see you, they feel your energy. I'm right here with it.
Yeah.
They going to be like, okay.
First impressions are a motherfucker.
I seen bro selling CDs over here. I seen bro CDs over at this function. I seen them. They wanted to see you. You got to be outside, bro. You have to be outside if you are in this business or doing any kind of this shit. Like, you are your business.
Yeah, you're the brand. They gotta see you.
They
like
gotta
you said.
see you.
And you give them. You put something physical in the hand, bro. It's different. It's a different vibe. Even if, people are like you. I look at it like this. When people tell me like, why are you still pressing up CDs? I was like, because there's still a big generation that ain't fucking with MP3s that are alive, bro.
Yeah, alive.
They're alive
bro.
and rocking. They still got their CD players and they really rock
sir.
it. And CDs, people are looking at them like they're crazy now, but all that's gonna happen is CDs is gonna be vintage, like vinyl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
that motherfucker be
people
better
collect
quality
tapes,
too.
Yeah. Better quality. It's the best quality. People don't know that, bro. That shit's crazy.
Bro, but the best quality come out the motherfuckers, bro.
16-bit. 16-bit is CD quality. It's industry standard, bro. And that's what Wave is. Wave is 16-bit, or you could be 24 or higher or whatever, but 16-bit standard. And people don't realize that, bro. But when you play that on some speakers with a fucking cord, bro, you could hear the differences slap harder. You hear little sounds that you never even knew were there. Like, they're like crazy shit. Like, you could really appreciate the mix. So, I mean, I know we trying to sound, we're not bagging on the youth, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of good kids that got a lot of good heads on their shoulders. But it's just, we just like pointing out the examples of the differences, you know? And,
see, we listened.
Exactly.
You listened, like, you know what I mean? And you took it and ran with it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You made smart moves.
Yeah.
If you listen and you pay attention, you got somebody giving you the playbook. All you got to do is pay attention. You don't got to do what they say. You just got to apply it to your life. You know what I mean? Everybody different. I think that's what gets people turned off when you try to talk to them and give them some game. It's like, look, bro, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you how to do it. Yeah. You know, you're going to do whatever you want to do. You feel me? You're going to do it your style. If you take what I show you, the basics, what this little game that I got passed on to me, it's not like I created it, so it's not like it's an ego thing. Yeah. You take this, apply it to your life, and the best way it fits you, these fundamentals like basketball or anything else, you're gonna run with it how you do it. Yeah. And that's the thing I think that's missing with some of these cats out here. They're missing the fundamentals, bro. You know, the loyalty part, the don't do the crime if you can't do the time. You know what I mean? Your image is important, but not your image as much as your reputation. Yeah. Because you could be a motherfucker that's super fitted and you're a piece of shit, and you could be a guy that one would consider dusty and is the most loyal, downest motherfucker you ever meet. So it's not so much image as it is what's it called, your reputation. You want to be, remember how we're talking, like how we're saying about Kobe. Kobe was known not just for basketball. People like the people in the Filipinos and the Philippines had a relationship with Kobe because he actually went out there and tapped in. He really went out there and fucked with them and touched the people. You feel me? That means more when you're that high up, bro. To go and do stuff like that means more to people than the basketball does. Yeah, hell yeah. Because you're like, dude, like he really thought about us over here, or like how Nip was. Nip fucked with everybody, was right in the hood. Right, he was right in the hood. You feel me? And how many people that he put on from around the way, people knew he was a good dude. You feel me? Yeah. And the shit that you know. That's the kind of reputation you want. You want to be a person of business. You want to handle your business. You want to be about your word. And I'd rather be loved. You know what I mean? Than feared. You know what I mean? I'd rather be loved than feared.
And shout out to RP the Jacket. And we was fucking with him tough too before he passed. And he was, bro, that's why he was loved, bro. He had sit down and talk to you, and you know what I mean?
Like he really fuck with you. Like he didn't. Bro, I'm telling you, people are very like man, it's funny how this is happening. It's coming full circle back to what we first talked about, how meeting like the rappers that you grew up listening to. It's like that's all it is, bro. It's like I get it, you know, they probably get it all the time, but like once they stop valuing the people that bought their CDs, that actually listen to them, once they stop valuing that and just treating them like, you know, not giving them the time of day or just being like disrespectful, like, you know, just rude, it's like, damn, bro, that's when you lose touch. And like people like the Jack, like I met him too a few times, and he was always like on some cool shit, chop it up what you was happening. I remember we were in Backdoor Studios with my partner Chewy, and he pulled up, and we was our session still. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He pulled up, smoked with us, waiting on his session. Cool as fuck. You know, like, and this was like in fucking 2003. You know what I mean? So, you know,
Dang.
that shit right there could forever shape your view on somebody.
For sure.
Of somebody, you know. But yeah, man, you've been doing music for a while, bro. Like, a lot of people don't know that, man.
Yeah.
You know, me and you, we from like that era. Is the best way I could say it. We're like that era from the like 2000s to now, because we're like in the middle.
In the middle
of
yeah.
it. You know what I mean? And what's been your what can you say was the biggest thing you had to overcome? You know, when it came to actually getting this shit and doing music, because there's one thing about talking about it, recording it. There's another thing about putting it out
part,
and performing it, and a lot of people don't know, bro, that you go crazy in the Philippines, bro. Like,
man,
you out there, like, you know, they finna rush, they finna rush you out there.
Yeah, that shit be crazy out there.
They finna rush. If you go out there, they see you, they gonna rush you. Like, what's that?
Yeah.
You feel me? So,
man, you know, just actually not like doubting. When I stopped doubting and thinking about like, oh, how is this gonna be to these people, or any of my music is like, oh, I don't want to attract a certain crowd. Man, fuck that. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. They either gonna like it or not, bro. Yes. And then that's when I stopped doing that. Even with when I write my raps and shit, I still write my shit on paper, bro.
Yeah,
shout out to you, feel me? I still write my shit on paper. I'm not one of those motherfuckers that be oh, I gotta go back and re-record that shit, or I gotta go change one thing. Nah, man, because when you say it, lay it down that one time, and that better be the way you really feel.
Yeah.
Because you want to go back and change it, like you second guessing or trying. Nah, man, when I
and then you're not gonna be happy with it.
You're not gonna be happy with it. When I stop giving a fuck and just like, I'm gonna put out what I want to put out, and I don't give a fuck who like it or not, bro. Then that's when I seen a change in my my hunger, my growth. I'm like, okay, man. I'm finding my inner self. I started finding a different sound. I started recording different. Started coming.
Just felt free.
Felt free, bro. Like, I'm like, okay.
I could do it. How I'm gonna come this time on this shit. Like, no doubt, bro. I feel you totally, completely on the same. I feel the same way when it comes to that situation, because it's like, yeah, bro. Once you stop caring about what people think or what it's gonna sound like, that's when you could really let your inner self be heard. You feel me? Like, the real music comes out, because it's unfiltered. It's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I think that was the hardest thing for me to do. That, and just to I think it was that, and just to stay my ass out of jail to fucking do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was the hardest thing for me, like, personally, because a motherfucker, you know, back and forth on stupid shit, and I never really got to like take full advantage of what we got started. Like, our first album, like the Gutter Minded, dropped in like 2007, I think.
Yeah, that was a classic.
You know what I mean? I appreciate it, man. You know, like, classic. that was our group. Me, Chewy, Half. You know what I'm saying? JB, that was the group. We had momentum. We had the right everything, and we just didn't keep our foot on the gas. R.P. Rascal, he passed away.
Yeah.
He was our
R.P.
partner.
Bro.
He was our partner in the music, and my folks, like my people, was like, oh, bullshit aside. But he was the one that kind of like believed in us enough to help us put the album out.
Yeah.
He, like, you know, he was real booking us shows, like, really, like, because we were on his label.
And that's what this game needs more of. Everybody wants to be the fucking rapper. Everybody want to be in the limelight. Right? The best job is nigga who in the background getting these checks ready and putting that shit together, making these plays happen. Bro, everybody want to be the rapper.
It's the team, bro. You got the talent. Just like fucking people think that that a football team, it's just the players and the coach. Nah, bro. You know how many other people that are all around. Everybody got a part to play.
Got a part to play.
And if we all get together, we could all get money. That's like my fucking thing for this fucking new fucking year is like, yo, I want a team around me. I want people that we think in the same way, that's unselfish. That what can I do for you? What can I do for us? What's the best play? All hands on deck when we move. You know?
Yes, sir.
And if they can't do that, then I have to, you know, like, I have to get around that energy. I need that kind of energy around me. It's like, okay, all hands on deck. What we gonna do? Bam, bam, bam. Because me and you together, two other people, we could get a lot of shit done in different ways and cover more area.
Yeah.
You know, so. A lot of people don't understand. It's like you said, they want to be the rapper. Everybody want to be the artist. It's like, bro, now we don't need an artist, bro. We need a producer. And once we got producers, we don't need a producer. We need an engineer now. You know, we need a cameraman, someone that does multimedia, like, and it's for all the same thing. Us creating that wave gets everybody, if they're on their job, it gets them that clout too, bro. That clout that you build. You want clout, but you don't want to chase clout. You build clout. Clout's like something that you get from moving right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not from like trying to troll people and to get all the attention. When you get good clout, you get the attention from moving right. You know what I'm saying? For like, oh, they on fire right now. They going crazy right now in the city. They've been doing this, that. That's good clout. The other kind of people we talking about chasing clout, that's when you trying to talk down on somebody, you trolling people and you getting that wrong attention. So like, to me, I want a team around me, bro. What can we do? How can we partner? Like, and I'm not on no greedy shit. Whatever we do, we're partnering in on it together. It's our shit. Like, you know what I mean? I want people to be good at what they're doing. If you either be the cameraman of the squad, you know, work on your craft.
Yeah.
Fuck with us. Learn on us. You know, learn on us. Get your best. You know what I mean? You could film. We could do all kinds of content with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's why I want to shout out to my team, man, ski team, man. A lot of we've been trying to put that together. You know, we got our producers, YS and KP.
Y'all deep.
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't know. We like, a lot of us is like family, bro. Like blood related. Like we knew each other forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got our producers, YS, KP. We got our little videographer right now, Young Mac Movies.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, you know.
How important that is, bro. Because look, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. When y'all pull up, you can tell that y'all got a team. You know, you could tell you got a team. You could tell you got people around you. Everybody's doing something. Yeah. It ain't just one person that's doing something. Everybody got something they got going on, and everybody's repping the team, ski team. You feel me? So you could tell the difference, like, when you pull up, and that's the kind of energy you gotta have, bro. You gotta have that energy. It's like sometimes it kills me, bro, when I see people and how they are, bro, with their own people. It's like, bro, like y'all are crazy.
Be smirkish, bro.
Smirkish with your own people. It's like, man.
And that's one thing too with us too. It's been motherfuckers that been throwing a lot of shade our way these past few years, they want to see a little chink in the armor now, but they would, like I said, what a lot of people don't know, niggas is related. PZ and SB, they cousins. You know what I mean? Fucking C Dollars, a couple other homies, but they brothers. Yeah. RP AZ, King G, them niggas was cousins and shit. And me, Johnny Vegas, is brothers, and it's a lot of us is related. Like,
and they don't know that. That's the difference. That's a lot of.
How you gonna break family, bro? And we been through the mud, like you know what I mean. Everybody niggas went to the pen, niggas that had kids, some niggas went to jail, and we all kinds of raising kids now. It's like, bro, I can't break this. Y'all can't break this.
But that's what kills me about it, bro. It's like when you see shit like that, you should be happy for that type of shit. Instead, motherfuckers be too busy trying to cut it down. Like, it's like, come on, bro. Yeah, like for instance, like our Niners. Like the 49ers, I didn't even want to bring it up, but it was just like, yo, I couldn't believe the amount of hating, bro. And it's like, I get it. I get it. It's a rivalry. We're always gonna talk shit. That's just how we get it. Yeah. But some people were going extra hard. I'm like, damn, like, are you okay, man? Like, does this shit's bothering you more than it's bothering me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, and we supposed to be the Bay. What happened?
Hey, that's crazy.
We supposed to be the Bay. If it was the Raiders, I want them to win. When they went in 2002, I was like, yo, I hope y'all beat their ass. I hope y'all win.
I was going for the Raiders. I was tired of that motherfucking Tampa Bay D. They was tearing shit up, boy.
Yeah, so I'm like, go and do what you do. But you know, it's just small. It's a small-minded mentality, bro. Like, you guys got, like I said, y'all got the family vibes. You guys got the team. That helps a whole lot, bro, because that means you guys ain't on some small-minded shit. When motherfuckers is like, competing with their own folks on the low and they ain't supporting their peoples and shit like that. That shit.
Because we actually be having meetings and we discuss who's gonna drop, but everything is handpicked. Like, you know what I mean? So nobody. You dig what I'm saying? And
y'all are out. You're putting out your content.
Yeah, and everybody has their own lane too.
Yeah, because you're all individually working, bro. And you guys fall under the ski team banner, and it's like, for people that's how people recognize to me, like, it's good because that's how people recognize how deep you guys are, like the vastness. You know what I'm saying? Like when they attach the name to it, you know.
It's crazy because only a couple of us rap. It's like 5 or 6 of us that rap.
Still
like
team,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
and it's all
everybody
like,
know they roll and shit.
Team, everybody does something, bro. All hands on deck. I mean, you know, like,
unless I make niggas rap, because niggas be in the studio hanging around. I'm like, man, you ain't just gonna freestyle to be drunk all night, nigga. Put that shit on the mic.
I think we all do that though.
Yeah, I be making everybody rap that come in this motherfucker.
If you coming in here and you rapping to yourself and shit while we making, you better write some shit. I want to see some shit. You gonna record? Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I like being the motherfucking the energy in the room. I like getting people pumped up. I like you know going on one and you know, if we got a group of motherfuckers knocking out as many songs as we can. You know what I mean? So. I think to me that's the dopest shit, because then it puts you back in your mode and you just start you're able to remember why you like doing this shit so much.
Yeah, for real. I mean? It's therapeutic, man. You know, put your thoughts on wax and shit.
Yeah. And we men, bro, we're naturally competitive, so it's like no different if we was to go, like, if we're all in the studio rapping, it ain't no different if like we was to go to we going to the motherfucking park and play ball. Yeah, we finna go in there. We finna talk that shit. We gonna go in there. We gonna write the best shit and see who could hit the hardest. You know what I mean? Who killed it? Who? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody gonna do their thing. So it's not about who didn't kill it. It's just about who killed it. Who really was in pocket. You know what I mean? Like when the song came on. Cause that's how I am, bro. I like, and it's healthy. It's not like on no dry shit. It's just like, yo, that's dope. Like, cause it to me, working like that, it elevates people. It helps you like push harder. You feel me? Like I say, just hard. You get comfortable doing it by yourself sometimes. You know, and if you're not really, if you don't really got that laser focus, or if you got a lot of shit going on, you get really comfortable. But when you got motherfuckers, it kind of like brings out the mentality. Like you ever fed like little pit puppies and shit, and then once they start eating, they see the other one eating, so they eat more. Like it's like a natural competition. Like it's a healthy one. It ain't like on some hater shit. It's just like, yo, like,
and that's what happened.
It gets you juiced up.
Yeah,
you know?
Like, that's what happened to me like 2 days ago. I was just telling, I was like, man, I ain't did no song in hella long, and like at least about a month and a half or so, or it was hella weird. My young nigga KP came through. He like, I got this hook, bro, and I got this beat. He like, you want to hear it? I'm like, man, I was being an asshole. I'm like, man, not really. I'm going through the shit. He played that motherfucker anyways. So I'm like, bro, send me that beat, bro. We knocked that song out that night. I'm like, oh yeah, that shit got me back in the mode though.
Yeah, it will. And we all take breaks, bro. When you're doing it this long, it's like you take breaks. Like when we were younger, we had all time in the world. We'd be in the studio all day and night.
All day and night. I missed them days though. We just fuck around, pop pills. It be nigga up all night doing music and shit.
Wilding out. Like really all night. Really doing music, really doing hella songs and shit like that.
That shit used to be fun as a motherfucker.
And it's crazy now because it's like, that's another thing. Like, I thought once I got my home studio that I would be on more, like rocking every day like that. No, but it's hard to get motivated, right? Like when you got the home lab.
You know it's right there.
Yeah, it'd be like, I'll get to it.
Hell yeah. That's the gift and the curse of having your own shit.
Yeah. No.
But like I said, it all comes back to what we was talking about, having your own self-management. You gotta be like, man, I gotta do this shit.
Yeah, you gotta do what makes you happy, bro. And if you're gonna do something, do it. Don't just sit there and talk about it. Do it, because you'll feel a whole lot better. You feel way better when you actually go and say you're gonna do something and then go get it done. Like, that's the best feeling, I think, in the world right there. A lot of people underestimate that shit. Fucking, man, it's been a while, bro. It's been a while. I'd say maybe like, shit, man. I would say maybe like I've had my studio for like 4 years, and it's been a while since I could say I did like I have since then, but like really been like on like all nighter. Let's go. You feel me? Like we gonna knock out like 10 songs. You know? Like,
yeah.
It's been a while, bro. Cause not like, you know, like you said, we grown. We got other shit going on. So it's not like we could just get the fellas and be like, let's go right now. Like let's knock this shit out. And you know, a motherfucker gotta vibe out.
Motherfuckers got their lives. And this is another fun fact about a lot of ski team music that y'all probably ever heard. Like about 95% of all the music that was like, even on some of PZ CDs, SB whole album, shit, a couple of my shit, like all them songs, bro, was recorded after 10 p.m., bro. We barely recorded any songs in the daytime. It's because nobody had time in the daytime.
Yeah.
A lot of motherfuckers, bro. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What's up with it though?
What's up, boy?
Shit chilling. Same old shit. We out here, you know what I mean? So how you been, man?
Who you with, myself?
Man, what's happening with your pimp? What's going on, man?
Man, shout out to my boy 2-3, man.
In the building.
Can't snitch, won't tell, man. They was trying to throw my nigga out, man. He said, no, I'm keeping this shit gutter, man. Keeping it solid. He came home, what?
Yeah, that's how you supposed to be, man. Come home.
You feel me?
Graduated.
Shout out to my nigga 2-3, man. Big breath is, man.
That's what it is, man. We out here, man. And we, you know, it's the Known Vibe podcast, bro. We keeping it moving like we always do, man. I'm glad, like I said, we got a chance to do this because we've been talking about it. And one thing I like we just said, I like to do what I say I'm gonna do. You feel me? And it took a while, but you know what? It was worth it. It's the perfect situation. Yeah. You know, we talking about this, we talking about that, and you know, we keeping it all the way fucking. Like, we gonna keep it how it's supposed to be. You know, authentic. Man. You know,
we got these EPs coming soon. Poison Youth. Yeah. The one called Vibes, man. Poison Youth. That's gonna come out. It's gonna come out after Vibes. Vibes is produced entirely by my young boy KP. You feel me? Ski
That
Team
shit
producer.
hard. That's the one that you played some shit for me.
those are a lot of different kind of songs I did.
Hey, I don't know what the fuck he did. He was in the studio taking studio roids or something because he played me some shit like when you told me he started making beats and then you played me that shit that he made you. I'm like, bro, he go crazy. Like
he had to come, like he said, we had to come in and be with. He felt that energy, that greatness, and it only make you better.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
It brings you up that spirit of competition. Like everybody want to. You know, we all want to put on our best shit, especially when your folks watching, you know, whatever it is. You like, you know, I want to make sure, you know, I rep the shit right. So, he's stupid. He's stupid like light years ahead of where he was.
Yeah, he going crazy too.
Yeah, they gonna know about him with this one. So you got Poison Youth. What's the one with what's
KP Vibes called Vibes.
Vibes, okay,
you know
Vibes.
What I'm saying? I got a SB on there, feel me, Ski Team, Ski Bailey. And I think that's really it. The rest is just on me. But on Poison Youth, I got a couple cats on there. First of all, I'm gonna say RIP RBC Bugsy. Real rich man there. He got killed recently.
R.I.P. man.
He on that motherfucker. It's crazy because he never got to hear the song.
Wow.
We had a lot of So I got the Ski Team niggas on there for sure. I got a J Ski from the city, Lil Boo, Midtown Migos. I got a Sammy Ghost. If y'all know who Sammy Ghost is, man, you feel me? He a character. He a classic. Yeah. Keisha Cole brother.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I got my young boy from the city, Cash Alley Chop. I got Mr. Fab on there. Those ones I have more features on, because a lot of my shit I ain't been doing like no features like with other people, because I got enough people around me that is dope.
You got all the rappers already.
Yeah,
you need
you know what I mean.
I feel like you can never have enough producers.
Never. Oh man.
And you can never have enough camera people. Like somebody could be filming, making content. Somebody could be taking pictures, photo shoots, or it could be the same person. But like if you could never have enough producers, never cameraman. But as far as artists, bro, I got all the artists we need. We got all the artists we need. Like
for sure.
we just need more.
I'm looking for female singers. So if y'all listen out there,
you gotta fuck with my homegirl Lala, bro. She, you know what I'm saying? She down to work, bro. Holla at her, bro. You guys move. So I could even put you. I could put you in contact with her. I'll probably go do a podcast with her later and shit. But you should tap in with her. You should tap in with her. She dope, bro. She really sings. She really writes all her own shit.
Yeah, that's dope.
Like that's hard to find. You know how it is. You've been around all kinds of singers, bro. And one
They just have the voice.
They got either one or the other. They got the great voice, can't write their own stuff, or they could write their own stuff, but the voice ain't all the way great. You know what I mean? So, and I mean, you don't nowadays. You don't really need it. You could have an all right voice and really
just tweak the shit out.
Tweak the shit out, bust that auto tune, and it'll sound please. All it got to do is sound pleasing to the ear. Nobody's expecting nobody to hit no high notes like Mariah. And you feel me?
Them days
it just got to be melodic. You know, that's all. It got to sound good to the ear. But yeah, you should definitely tap in with her, bro. She doing her thing. She got her out. I think she got an EP working right now, so I think that'd be a good look. I'll put you in contact with her.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to ask you, because you know I have a co-host named Steph.
Okay.
So she has a little segment where she talks about all kinds of shit. She gives people advice. And so since we weren't able to have Steph on this week, I wanted to ask you. It's not really advice. It's just like more on some other shit, right? So like, what do you think, like, what is your policy? I see you got a lot of tats, so you know you might know. What's your policy about getting like your girl or the woman you with name tatted on you? Have you or ever never got no one's name tatted on you?
Yeah, I got my auntie and my mama.
No. I mean like.
No, I'm saying like those are the only 10 names.
Yeah.
But
like significant other, because I got my mom's name tatted on me. I got dead homies names tatted on me. You feel me? But like, yeah, I'm talking about like your girl or you know what I'm saying, your girlfriend or your wife or whatever. Like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, shit, you know, it's crazy. I ain't never did that, so I don't know. She, I couldn't even tell you, bruh. I couldn't even tell you, but I think I'm gonna have to do that though, because she got mine on her ring finger.
Yeah,
it's dope though.
I mean, there ain't no right or wrong answer with this. It's just want to know what your opinion, what you feel about it, like, you know what I mean, like, cause we were talking about it, and then somebody was talking about like they got like 3 different names on there.
Yeah,
you do what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And somebody else was trying to say it's bad luck. I'm like, nah, it ain't bad luck, because I know somebody that got his girl's name tattooed. They've been together forever, so you can't really say it's bad luck. I feel like when it comes to that, you just got to really know, like, your girl, you got kids, you guys have really been locked in. That's like, if you get the name, that's like off tops.
Yeah, I'm surprised I ain't get one with mine, because I've been with her for almost 10 years.
That's what I'm saying. If you wifey, you guys got kids, you guys are locked in, you guys are together. Yeah, man, that's like a natural thing. Boom, get that. No one's going to, you know. but it's like no one would fault you if some, you know, if you got it. Like it's like people that got 2, 3 names tatted on them and shit, bro. Like I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you, right? There's this cat in prison. He was my bunkie. He used to do tattoos and shit, right? And we were in there one day. Usually, I was top bunk, you know, and I like top bunk because I don't like the idea of shit falling on me, like no matter what it is. So people would be like, "I'll take the bottom bunk." Like, go ahead, bro, go ahead. I'll sleep on the tiles. Like, I ain't gotta worry about it. You know, I don't know how. You know what I mean? I don't know the motherfucker. He a clean motherfucker, a dirty motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'll take the top. So he was like, you know, can you keep an eye for me? I'm gonna do some tattoo work. So I'm thinking somebody gonna pull up. He finna yat him. You feel me? We gonna, you know, I'm gonna keep an eye out. I'm on the top bunk, so I'm looking out for the COs and shit, right? All of a sudden, I hear the zzz, zzz. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing, bro? I'm like, I didn't see nobody walk up. And I'm like, I'm just hearing them, you know, so I'm paying attention still, reading my magazine, looking, like, you know, make sure looking out. Zzz, zzz, zzz. All right, he goes, all right, I'm done. Like, probably like an hour, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, I was like, what you get, bro? He goes, oh, I got my girl's name. And I'm like, that's what's up. And he goes, I got it. I tatted it on my dick. Wow. I was like, get the fuck out of here. He goes, seriously? He's like, for real? So I'm like, nah, I believe you, bro. I believe you. Like,
that nigga crazy.
Yeah, he really tatted his girl's name on his dick, and then I think like about a month or 2 later, she left him.
I always had a thing with people who have hella tattoos, but it's just like hella writing.
Yeah.
That's another thing with me too. I always, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a couple things like writing on me too, like this, and you know, like saying the names and shit. So I always felt I have, before I get any like more writing, I would have to get more pictures or like shit that meant like, you know what I mean? Other than just the fucking
taking up space for
taking up space.
Yeah, get some murals or some work done. Yeah, I feel that. Cause me too. I got a lot of names on me, and it's like fuck. I thought about it. I was like, if I keep getting names, I'm gonna run out of room.
You know that's why I had picked like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna stop at 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the funniest thing with me too, bro, like I've never got a tattoo sober.
Yeah.
I've never. So it was always like random, like, are you trying to get tattooed? I'm like, yeah, man, fuck it.
Yeah.
Feel me? I'd have been drunk. I'd have been off a pill. So I never planned these motherfuckers, bro. He was all on the floor.
But that means you're kind of getting them for the right reasons, though.
Yeah, I got a lot of these motherfuckers in the Philippines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, every time I go out there, that shit costs like $5, bro. It's like 500 pesos.
Do you got like a regular guy you go to out there, or is just like a shop?
I got 2 of my guys that I go when I go touch them. Because we got Ski Team Philippines out there.
No, I know,
I forgot to bring that up.
Like, yeah, I'm telling you,
bring that up.
Y'all gotta, whoever listening now, Google him, man. Google him for real and find out what he been doing, bro. And
we got Ski Team Philippines. We got the graphic artists out there. We have our tattoo guys out there. Of course, the artists and shit. I have a lot of promoters on the team over there. That's why when I go touchdown, everything is lined up for me already. I don't have to go find it. I got 2 of my brothers out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Johnny Vegas, skiteam.com. They've been out there for about 8 years now. You know what I'm saying?
Holding it down.
They opened up a whole lane for us. Like, we on the radio out there. I got a placement in a movie for one of my songs, bro. We getting these royalty checks for them forever. But I need to go. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta go cultivate that. You gotta go out there
around,
and tap in with the people again and keep that shit going. Nah, man, that's dope, man. Like, a lot of people don't know that, like, just the possibilities that's outside the U.S. too, bro. So much crabs in the bucket. It's like you go other places, bro, and you really are who you are, a real motherfucker. They gonna fuck with you. They gonna feel you, you know. Yeah. But you gotta build with them, though. You gotta really be out there and respect the culture and show them love and if you you know, even if it's like your own culture, like if I go back to Mexico, I already know, like you know what I mean. Yeah. Same thing. I have to tap in with my people and make sure that I show love out there and let them know that it's good because that's how it's supposed to be to begin with. But you know, that's how you really like. The Kobe shit. That's how you really tap in with the people and really be genuine, get that real love. You know what I mean?
For real.
So man, that's.
I was out there fucking with it too. We was out there, and I shot a video out there too. We did a remix to Tunnel Vision with Kodak Black. Mm-hmm. So I did that in the Philippines, bro. I
remember y'all were campaigning like on a tour out there, weren't y'all? Or some shit like that.
I did about 27 shows.
Big shit.
Big shit, bro. The biggest one I did was I think about 9,000 people in the auditorium.
Nice.
And the coldest thing about it, bro, like some of these spots, they didn't know me. Like, well, the more the province is more like the countryside. Mm-hmm. When I went to like the bigger cities and shit, them niggas was singing my song, like my word. I'm like, man, that shit blew my mind. And it's a story I always tell, man. I was out there on bro, they treated me like Michael Jackson, bro. No lie, bro.
I believe it, bro.
And like I said, when I jumped back on that plane and I landed in San Francisco, jumped off that motherfucking bird, feeling regular as shit.
You're just just KR there.
Yeah, man. I'm like, man, that was a nice slice of that humble pie, baby. Yeah. But I'm saying, it's like I said, it's a bigger world out there.
It's good to be appreciated anywhere, bro.
Anywhere, bro.
Anywhere it's good to be appreciated, bro. And you gotta appreciate that, man, because I swear they'll go hard for you, man. They'll go hard for you. People like our own, people from outside the country, especially our own people.
I was just finna say that, bro. This country right here, bro, is so. Like everybody's just trying to down everybody over here. Out there, they bring everything up. Everybody fuck with each other. Not saying fuck with each other, bro, but they'll still support and they still. Man,
they don't just look at you and judge you. Like they want to know what you're about. They actually listen. They want to hear if you really what that is. Like
because it's out there. Like the locals too, bro. Like when they'll do a show. That motherfucker be packed, bro, because people still want to go and fuck around. And they want to see, like, out here, like, I'm not going to the nigga show. Or I'm not, you feel what I'm saying?
Man, out there, you could get hella people, bro. And then then out here, it's like, I feel it, bro. It's like that. It's like that all over, man. You know what I mean? That's why it's good to spread them wings. That's why it's dope that, like I said, you be going out there, though. Like, you know, I'm trying to get out all over the world. The same thing. I want to travel. My plans for this year is to step out of the country into the country, but also out of the country. You know, step out to other states. You know,
we were just out there. I was just out there in Canada too. You know, I got all my shit straightened out where I was able to go now after so long. But we did some shit out there. We was in the British Columbia, Vancouver, and they were showing major love. And I didn't know it was people. It was motherfuckers that are like, damn. I'm like, damn. It's like people know me more other places than our own backyard.
I think, bro, because I think they look at you. They don't judge you when they look at you. You know what I'm saying? It's like people out here that like, oh, he from out here.
Even when we put up, because from there too, it's like a 3-hour drive. We went to Seattle. We had some shit popping in Seattle too within that time. And when people was, man, the Filipino crowd out there, when they motherfuckers like, bro, they niggas knew me, bro. I'm like, they knew my songs. I'm like, bro, this shit crazy, bro.
And then you out here, you think you would get the most love out here, and it's like,
don't. It's like,
it's crazy, bro.
Even with at the non-quota, man, you feel me? You know, you just see. Even this year, motherfuckers was talking about like, oh, them niggas won again, or this. And I'm like, man, bro, you niggas would want to support niggas, and if we niggas was to blow, we would bring a whole lot of attention, and maybe we can put some of your friends on, or maybe yourself, because it'll open doors for everybody.
People can't be mad at that shit, bro. It's like, bro, like if it. Stuff like that is you know, it's based off what you do. You know what I mean? You guys ain't winning just because you're winning. You're winning because, like I said, I just finished doing the whole podcast about telling you about how y'all, every time y'all pull up to the function, y'all deep, you support each other. You got the team with you. Like, it ain't just one person. It's like, that's the shit that counts, and people see that, bro. You know, like I said, other people, like, they don't have a team. So it's hard to get their people into it because their people ain't really into it. You know what I mean? So it's all about teamwork, bro. If before a motherfucker get mad, a motherfucker should work on their shit. Is what they need to do. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, remember when we did the whole what's it called? Pittsburgh No H compilation and shit. Yeah. People were really mad at that, bro. Yeah. Like this is the only. This like, nah, bro. This is just a lane. It ain't even the only lane. It's like, if you weren't on it, dude picked people that he's seen on their grind. So if you weren't on it, that ain't got shit to do with what dude's picking. It's with, you know what I mean? It's with you. Maybe you ain't on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you can't fit everybody. So who's to say he wasn't gonna get you for part 2? You know?
Shout out to my nigga Shiny B.
Man.
Knox Smith.
Shout out Shiny B, man. Shout out everybody, you know the non-quota, everybody.
Everybody, Be Nasty.
Be Nasty.
You know what I'm saying?
Shemay, everybody, because it's like, bro, it's like that's why that shit's underappreciated right now, bro.
Yeah, that should be crazy.
I feel like it's underappreciated. People don't support it like they supposed to. They just, you know, and it's bad. It's bad. Same thing with like 7 Boutique.
Yeah,
I feel like it's underappreciated by people. You feel me?
I think they just closed down.
They did, but they're moving. They're just moving to
Pittsburgh.
They're going to Berkeley. They said.
Oh, they're gonna be yanking.
They're gonna be yanking out there. But that's what I'm saying is, like, think about it, bro. Think about it. People really appreciated that place. He wouldn't have to move out there, you know, because they trying to get money, bro. That's what they supposed to do. You feel me? Now, and don't get me wrong, I don't know exactly why they're moving or anything like that. So I'm just saying, like, in general, I feel like, just from my personal opinion, that place was underappreciated and people didn't show it as much love as it could have got being there and doing what it did for artists, as well as the just the culture in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I try to do my best. I do everything I can to always support shit like that. Blind Quota, the 7 Boutique, and
shout out to Blue Saigon too, man. Come get your issue.
And there's different ways.
Some good food. Yeah,
Blue Saigon, exactly. I definitely support that, bro. I go there and, you know what I'm saying, spend my money. It's good, like, because I know, bro, like.
And we fuck with the people, too. Like,
that's what I'm saying, you guys. See, that's the thing.
We fuck with the people. We do all types of drives and all the shit.
Bro.
You feel me?
And it's shit like that. It's underappreciated, but I think it's just the attitude, like I said, of people. You know what I mean? Out here, like, it's like but think about it like this. We got a store that sells streetwear that's fresh. They got all kinds of, it's like a real boutique in Pittsburgh. Lets you do hip hop shows, lets you do all kinds of stuff, studio, whatever. And motherfuckers don't support it like they supposed to, but they'll go to Berkeley for some shit like that.
Yeah,
they'll go to the Oakland or Frisco and be like, oh, let's stop here, let's go here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you have one in your backyard, like.
That shit, man. I wish that.
Like I said, once again, I don't know why they moving. Maybe, you know, I'm not saying they're hurting or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I feel like it was underappreciated, and it was appreciated more. They probably would have stayed. You feel me?
Yeah.
But they gotta go do what they gotta do. They gotta get their ends, however they get it, and it's all about leveling up. So
yeah, man. Like right now too, my boys Ski Team do some 500 fresh. They out there in Alameda right now shooting a video with little ends with the lens.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I told them I was going to do this podcast because I said, bro, we all can't be in the same place and we never going, we all got to do something different. So, you know what I mean?
And that's what's dope about it, bro. Think about it like this, bro. It's like when you're from somewhere, an area, you want to be known for, like, they get busy out there. Yeah. But they can't really catch that vibe if it's just one person getting busy. So it's a culture out here. So you want it to be like all kinds of podcasts, all kinds of rappers, but not only that, but that they fuck with each other on some kind of level. Like they show that community, they show that, like, you know, that united shit. Even if we don't fuck with them all the time, like with 7, whatever, I support it and I support the best I could for them because they fuck with me on some real shit and they let me shoot podcasts and do all kinds of stuff, you know, or Blue Saigon, whatever I can to help support and big it up, share, you know, go spend my money with them, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's when people really get hyped about a place. That's when people really start paying attention. Like, yo, like what's going on out there, man? You got this cat doing this over here. You got these guys over here doing this. You got this, that.
And make it more exciting and make it more give motherfuckers a reason to come in.
And it's more beneficial to everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To everyone. It's like getting the stock up out here, you know what I mean? Yeah. Putting that 925 stock up. You know, what's it worth right now? You know what I mean? What where you from? You know, how does that benefit you in a good way, in a business way? How you representing that and building that brand? You know what I mean? Because you are your own brand. Yeah. And your environment and where you from, it's a brand too. If we're presenting it to the world as far as this rap and this music and entertainment, right? Yeah. So we're all brands. You know what I mean? How are you presenting it to the world? Are you just on your own shit, or are you working with other people within your own community and really bringing the whole brand up? Because, you know, I'm bringing my brand up no matter what. But if I could bring the brand up of the city along with me and get, like you said, get attention out here, and maybe somebody else benefits just based off that attention, and and then it snowballs, then shit, I'm doing the work, bro. I'm doing the real work like that, you know, because I'm keeping it player and my karma's good. You know, can't nobody say that, you know, a motherfucker ain't out here doing what he's supposed to do, not only for himself, but for the people around him.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's like, you know.
Say that then, good brother.
You know what I mean? That's what it is. It is what it is, and it ain't what it used to be.
Yeah,
you feel
man.
me?
For sure.
But look, man, it's the No Invite Podcast. We're going to go ahead and sign out, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me over. Thank you for letting me come over here and chop it up. It's been a long time. We were supposed to do this shit.
Hey, everything happened for a reason. Timing is everything.
Timing is everything, bro. I don't force nothing. You know what I'm saying? I know that if it's meant to happen, it will. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's how it goes. So with that shit, man, let them know how they could get a hold of you before anything, bro. Then I want them to know where to find you, your music, where they could reach out and tap in, check you out. Period.
Yeah. Shit on the Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Ski Team _ KRsmacka. If we put Ski Team _ we all gonna pop up. And everything's just KRsmacka on everything, like KRMACK.
On music platforms.
Spotify, you feel me? iTunes, SoundCloud is KRsmacka.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? KRsmacka. It's either KRsmacka, KR. It's all gonna link up.
You got YouTube channel and shit.
YouTube channels, KRsmacka.
See, that's smart, bro. I tell people all the time. People have different names on all their shit. I was like, bro, mine's the same on everything.
Yeah.
Like you find me at Blaze1 Diz on Twitter, Blaze2 Diz on Twitter, Instagram.
My shit always got my name.
All that
on
shit.
Like,
Your Facebook, all that. Cause you like I said, it's a brand, bro. Snickers is Snickers. You feel me? It ain't saying Snickers _ fucking, you know, this, that, and the other, you know, or some other shit. You know, you wanna once you type it, you wanna be that one-stop shop, like, okay, I can find everything.
You feel me though? Yeah, man. Before we sign this thing out, just wanna say RIP to my guys, man. AZ the Mac, RIP G, you feel me? RIP Tricker Mike, RIP Dana Dane, man, RIP AG, Hennessy, Tay Money, man, all y'all, man. You feel what I'm saying, Mighty Bo? It's been a wild run. You know what I'm saying? We signing out this motherfucker, man.
Man, God bless, man. Bless the dead, man. With that being said, y'all have a positive one. Y'all already know what it is. It's Blaze. We're going to do what we do. It's No Invite Podcast. Yeah. Blaze, and we in here. It's the No Invite Podcast, and we fuck with it, man. We fuck with Bay Area Exotic. What is Bay Area Exotic? Bay Area Exotic is your #1 spot for all those exotic snacks and sodas from all over the world. If you're those sippers that like them different kind of Fantas and them foreign snacks, you know, you like them exclusive snacks. You want those Cheetos, hot shots, and you know what I mean, stuff from other countries that they don't got flavors out here, then you gotta holler at Bay Area Exotic. You can hit them on Instagram at Bay Area_exotic. You can see all the inventory. You can check them out, see if they got anything you like. They ship, or you can walk in the store, 650 Port Chicago Highway, Bay Point, California, but we call it the West Side. You feel me? Out here, it's really West Pittsburgh. It's always gonna be that. But you could walk up in there if you're in the Bay Area. Going to check you out some snacks. Get you a motherfucking grape, a white grape Fanta or some crazy shit, and you know, tell them the No Invite Podcast sent you. So this is where you heard about it. Let them know that their advertisement is reaching the people, and check them out. Check them out. Get you your exotic snacks on. You know what I'm saying? Let your taste buds live one time. You know what I mean?
Follow the No Invite Podcast on Instagram. No_invite_podcast.